Hello everyone. Today is Wednesday and I thought I would just film our day. Not a whole lot going on, but I'm headed outside. I just made some breakfast, but the kids came and told me there is a dead critter out here in the backyard. So we're going to go check it out and see what it is and probably get it scooped up and thrown over the fence because they said it's pretty yucky.
That's a rat. That's a rat.
Ew.
Is it a rat?
It could be, or it could just be a squirrel.
No, it's a rat.
Gross.
It's a rat, Mama.
I don't know what it is.
Are you gonna have to block that out?
No, we're gonna get the shovel and scoop it up and probably toss it over the fence.
Yes, they do. That's not a squirrel. That's not a squirrel. That is the way please clean. Oh, that is not. Yeah. Because that's our picture. They have to don't understand. Say us. Text him. So it's the W or right.
What are you doing in there, you silly? You always wanting to play? Huh? You in a feisty mood? You being feisty? Yes, you was being feisty. Alright, got that taken care of. That was gross. I'm gonna go in and eat now. I'll show you what we're having for breakfast. Our neighbors have been doing all sorts of work over at their house. Not sure if they're moving or what the deal is.
They are moving.
They are moving. Minnie thinks they're moving. Okay, some kids already had some cereal, but I made these meat and egg muffins. They've got lunch meat, there's some ham and turkey that was left over in the fridge. So I put those in the bottom, cracked an egg in there. I also added some cheese, but these are what we're gonna have for breakfast this morning. Kids are all playing. Kyla's working on editing a little video that her and the other kids made a while ago, actually. Can you scoot your bum just a little bit and let me sit with you? No, you can sit on that half. I just want to sit on this corner while I do this. So she's doing that. We actually, my old computer is just, oh, you can't see me. There we go. My old computer is pretty much done for. It just is so slow and I don't know what to do to fix it. I think it just needs completely swiped clean. But this last school year we were blessed with 2 new MacBook Air. They're not new, they're old computers, but they're new to us. There's a family that was at our co-op and her husband works for the schools somewhere. And they had a grant to get all new computers, and so they were giving away the old ones, and thankfully we were able to get 2 of them. So now we've got 2 laptops, and I use one mainly for myself because my old computer is a hunk of junk, and then I let the kids use the other one. They do use mine still to do their math on whenever they have to do their math, but the other one is for them to use for math or watching YouTube videos or whatever when they're doing their school. So anyway, Kyla's using my computer to do that. We finally just got the AirDrop to work. I had to restart it. It didn't want to work. And while she's doing that, the other kids are playing. I have this Foundations of Faith, or Foundations in Faith. This is from Master Books. Coulter, my, no, you're okay. My 9th grader was supposed to do this. Oh yeah, I forgot you were gonna do volume. Yeah, go ahead, just take it in the other room. Thank you. He started doing this book at the beginning of the last school year, and he made it through 9 lessons. And in the time he was doing this, he was also doing some discipleship with my husband, where they were reading through some books together and talking about them and working on them. And so I decided to have him stop doing this. He wasn't enjoying it. It's not his cup of tea really, so I let him quit doing it and just work with my husband on what he was working on. They were reading the book called Thoughts for Young Men by J.C. Ryle, in case you're interested. It's an excellent book for young men or older men to go through. But anyway, because he didn't finish the whole thing, I have been wanting to go through this book. So I took out the pages that he did, and I reprinted them so that they're blank. And then now I am putting it back together as a book, and I'm going to do it throughout this summer. I'm going to start working on it and just keep going until it's completed. I'm so interested in all of this foundational stuff, and I do know a lot of it, but I would like to be refreshed of it, and I'm sure I will learn a ton of new stuff from this book. So I'm excited to start working my way through it. I'm hoping maybe to do it 2 or 3 times a week, but I also have some other books that I want to get through this summer. Austin and I are on day 8 today of eating pretty close to a carnivore diet. If you don't know what that is, it is eating only animal products or meat. Basically, we're eating meat, butter, heavy cream, some cheese, some hard cheeses, some American cheese whenever we went out to eat yesterday, and that was our only option was American cheese, so that's what we had. We are drinking coffee, eggs, and we're both drinking our electrolyte packets from Element. I ordered those special because I knew we would need them, and they have been very helpful to transition over to this. But this is day 8 for us, and it actually is going surprisingly well. The kids are still eating whatever they normally eat because we still have a lot of food in the house. Slowly we'll start to hopefully transition them over to a little bit better of a diet. But it makes my meal planning so simple right now. I know Austin and I are having meat, and then the kids, I don't worry too much about them, but I don't have to think about what vegetables we're having or what, whatever the kids can eat. Whatever. I do have vegetables and I still do cook stuff, but because my husband is eating this way with me, it just, for some reason, makes it more simple in my head. Because we are eating so much protein and so much fat, we're really not that hungry. I did eat breakfast this morning, but it was like 10 o'clock when I ate. And Austin ate 2 boiled eggs before he left to take Crispin to his basketball this morning. He did that only because he's got a major ear infection that he's trying to get rid of, and he has to take antibiotics. So the antibiotics make him have an upset stomach and nauseous if he doesn't eat with them. So he's been eating boiled eggs with those in the morning. But usually I'm not. Kids are playing. Usually I don't eat breakfast. I haven't been hungry for breakfast this whole week. I've been doing this really. I just mainly eat lunch. I do by 11 o'clock get a little bit hungry. I get a little shaky from low blood sugar, but I'll just eat a boiled egg and then I'm totally fine. So the first attempt at boiled eggs was awful. They were extremely difficult to peel. I'm just bad at making boiled eggs. So I had seen on Three Rivers Homestead, she had an egg steamer or an egg cooker that steams the eggs, and that thing is amazing. It's so simple, and the eggs peel like so easy, and I don't even have to do anything. They just peel because of the way that they're cooked. So, and as we learn more about this way of eating, I will definitely keep you guys updated, but so far it's going so well. I have noticed the last 2 nights I thought that I was hungry. I ate. So what we do is we just eat until we are comfortably full, and then I eat a little bit more. That was a recommendation, to make sure you get enough calories. And so I eat until I'm comfortably full, then I eat a few more bites of food, usually just try to finish what I have on my plate. And then I'm not hungry for the rest of the day. I do drink my cup full, usually 80 to 120 ounces of water so far a day, plus some coffee in the morning. I have it with heavy whipping cream and butter. But I've eaten dinner the last 2 days, and I just felt so awful after I ate, just like a knot in my stomach, like I should not have eaten. I just felt miserable. So I'm gonna try not to eat dinner because I feel a ton better when I don't eat dinner. And in these last 7 days, I have lost 6.6 pounds. No. And my husband has lost, let me calculate. I guess I gotta get my calculator out. My brain doesn't want to work. 7. My husband has lost 7.2 pounds. I've lost 6.6. He's lost 7.2. I should write that down because that way I don't have to recalculate it whenever I can't remember in the future what it is. I don't have to use my brain. Let's see. So anyway, I will keep you updated on our eating. It has been a lot more simple. Oh, another thing I've been making, I'll tell you about this. It's been much easier to do this transition than I kind of thought it would be. I don't eat a ton of sugar anyway, and the sugar I do eat is not processed, packaged, prepackaged, gross stuff. It's usually homemade stuff that I make at home. So I have not had too much trouble with transitioning. But I have been making ice cream a lot. I have a little ice cream maker with the bowl that goes in the freezer, and then when I want to make ice cream, I use heavy whipping cream, some vanilla, some egg yolks mixed in there, and then I also have been putting some stevia, just pure stevia powder in there. It's not very sweet. Last night I put a little bit of cinnamon, not super sweet, but it's so good. My husband and I both love it. It is so delicious. It's like a perfect dessert to have after eating, or if I'm still a little bit hungry. Like yesterday we went out for lunch and I had some hamburger patties we just went to McDonald's. Had hamburger patties with cheese on them, and I was still kind of hungry when we got home. I had 6 patties with cheese, and then we got home I was still kind of hungry, so I made a batch of ice cream and ate that, and just filled me right up, and it was so good. I'm having issues with this. I'm just about to the end and it doesn't want to go through. There are times that I get to the point that I'm like, I do not want to eat any more eggs, I do not want to eat any more meat, but once I start eating, I'm fine. And I have craved a few things, not a ton of things. So yesterday after we had lunch, Austin and I both wanted to go get ice cream, but we didn't do it. We came home and I made ice cream here, and that satisfied our craving. So that was good. I'm also okay to, if I'm hungry, you know, if I've got a sugar craving, I will drink like a Zevia pop. I have some of those that I have stored in the fridge just for whenever I'm needing something that's a little sweeter and it's sweetened with stevia. Or sometimes even I can have like a cup of coffee and that will take care of it, or the ice cream takes care of it. And even the electrolytes that we drink are sweetened with, excuse me, with stevia. So they're sweet, and so I can sometimes just have a drink of that, and it helps to get rid of that sugar craving that I'm having. Okay, got my book done, so now I can start this. In other news, my husband broke his thumb yesterday. We were playing basketball at the rec center, and he was guarding Coulter. They were playing like 4-on-4, I think, and he was guarding Coulter. Coulter threw the ball, and Austin, you know, reached out to stop it, and the ball hit him directly on the end of his thumb. And they had no ice there. We weren't sure for sure it's broken, but they didn't have ice at the rec center, so I brought him home so we could ice it. And then after the kids and I got back from the rec, after discussing, he had, I'll show you a picture here, but he had his thumb normally goes like this, quite a bit back. But it went like straight up. Get my thing to focus. It went like straight up and then it curved over. So it was bulging out right here quite a bit. To look like he had a bone that was trying to stick out of his skin. So we decided to go get it x-rayed at the emergency room, and sure enough, it was broken, and he's got a little splint now. We've got to go see an orthopedic surgeon just to make sure it's in a good position to heal right, and it didn't slide down too much. So that was some excitement last night. Now he is having to rest his hand, which means no more basketball. He hurt his ribs a few weeks ago, and he's been having to rest those. They were still bothering him, so he's gonna have to take a little break from basketball. But anyway, okay, I'm done with this now. I'm gonna go try to call the orthopedic surgeon again and see what else I've got to do on my list. The kids are out here picking mulberries. Oh, look at that hand. The mulberry tree has lots of mulberries on it. Lots and lots and lots. They are literally, everything is covered in them. Makes me wonder if this tree produces fruit all summer, because we didn't move in last year until July, and there was fruit on this tree was it in July maybe? I think it was in August. Yeah, they were on it when we got here. So I'm wondering if this tree is going to continue to make fruit
Mama,
all summer, or if there was just so many berries that there was some left.
Mama,
What?
no, Mama.
What?
Yesterday,
No, 4 fell from the very top.
Yeah.
And they all of the 4 landed in mine.
We probably should have put a sheet out here yesterday with some bricks on it, because when the wind was blowing, some of the berries might have fallen off.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah.
Mama,
What, baby?
Mama, guess what? So yesterday I picked all these mulberries, basically all of these, and now they're grown back.
Nice. So I was hoping to pick enough to like make a mulberry pie or something, which Austin and I can't eat. I can't eat them anyway, they make my throat itch too much. But the kids have been eating everything they're picking, so they're enjoying them so much. Even Coulter's up there getting his berries. He's just eating them as he picks them.
What?
There you go, Coulter. You need a snack. You just come out to the mulberry tree and get you a snack.
It's about 30 minutes to get enough.
Get full enough.
I wanted to get up on this. Huh? Mama, I'm thinking about picking these for...
Hey, are you being ornery?
Go with me or?
Are you being ornery? Are you just want to play? You just want to play.
I didn't know. Well, I thought it was I found out.
What are you doing? Trying to get my leg? Our porch was a complete mess. I had a bird feeder hanging there, and the birds had just made a gigantic mess with all of the sunflower seeds. And I had been wanting to do a few projects on the porch anyway, so I decided since it was so nice outside I would take the time to do that. I started sweeping, and then I had the boys take these big chairs off of the porch. They actually just took them down by the road so they had some seats to sit on when they're playing basketball. And I didn't want those on there. They are foam and they've just been wet, and they've got plants growing out of them and sunflower seeds all over them, and they're just dirty, and I didn't want them up on the porch. So I decided to take those off of there, and then I moved some of the benches around, and we had found these 2 chairs, these 2 plastic lawn chairs on the side of the road for free. They are very sturdy, and so I went ahead and stuck those up there on the porch and finished sweeping the stairs. Alright, so I have this milk can. I'm going to create a table out of it. I have a piece of wood that I have cut. It is not perfect by any means. And I'm going to use some 2x4s, I believe. I think I'm going to use those 2x4s. I'm going to try to attach the 2x4s to my piece of wood so they'll slide over this top part, the handle here. And then I'm going to paint it all. And, well, not all. I haven't decided yet if I want to paint the bottom part. I know I'm going to paint the top part with some of the green paint that I used inside the house. So anyway, I'm going to start working on this table as much as I can with this guy being so helpful. Huh. Yeah, you're so helpful, aren't you? He just curls himself right up in my lap. He's a very snuggly cat. What, Biddy?
Where's another tarp?
I don't know where a tarp is. There's probably another sheet in the house. Okay, we got it screwed on. Clayton's wiping it clean with the wire brush to get all the pokies off. I need to sand this, but it's lunchtime now, so I'm gonna go make some lunch and get that ready so everyone can eat here in just a bit. And then this afternoon we will paint this little table, sand it, and get it painted. Okay, for lunch today I'm cooking. I've got some New York strip steaks. They also have a big sirloin tip steak. I'm gonna cook those up. I also have some ground beef I'm gonna cook. I've got a little bit of leftover ground beef here that I'm gonna mix in. And then I have rice left over in the fridge. I'm gonna warm that up with some leftover sweet potatoes and some cottage cheese. I think only one kid will eat the cottage cheese, but I'm gonna put it out there and see if he even eats it. I don't know if he will. And then I also have carrots that I can peel if anybody wants carrots, or they can just wash them and eat them. And I have little like pepperonis that Clayton wanted to eat with his, like, you know, like you put on pizza. So I'll probably let him eat some of those and put those on the table too. But that's gonna be our easy lunch for today.
After we were finished with lunch, I went ahead and headed back out to the porch so I could get that table painted. And I love how it turned out. It is off-center and totally imperfect, but I made it and I'm happy with it, and it's functional and it works well out on our porch.
Alright, so it is now 4 o'clock. Wow. 4 o'clock. I didn't realize it was already 4 o'clock. I think Austin is getting ready to leave. He's going to Wyoming. He's going to go up there for his, what do you need, Susie? Need to open? His childhood best friend, and also one of our good friends from high school. His daughter is graduating. And so he's gonna go up there for a quick trip for her graduation.
Mama, y'all cut it.
I know, I needed to cut it a little bit more. So I think he's gonna leave now. It's like a 14.5-hour drive from here. He's gonna go by himself and try to get some reading done or listening. You know, I listen to his books, but. So he's either gonna leave tonight after our home groups or early in the morning, and I think he's decided to just leave earlier so he doesn't have to drive when it's dark and he's getting sleepy. So I'm packing him some things to take with him. He will just eat on the road. He'll just stop at McDonald's probably and have their hamburger patties for his dinner tonight if he's hungry. And then for lunch tomorrow he'll do the same thing, but I'm gonna pack him a couple things that he can take with him.
I had headed downstairs to the freezer to grab a bag of ice, and I realized that I forgot to get these meatballs out when I made them the other day. I put these together. They are bacon cheeseburger meatballs, and I made enough so that Austin and I would have some quick and easy meats to just throw in the air fryer and cook for a meal. So I went ahead and brought those up and got them bagged. I put 7 per bag because I ate 3 and he ate 4 when we had our meal last time. So I put them all together and stuck them in the freezer.
Alright, I'm going to spend the rest of my afternoon hanging out with my honey since he leaves for a few days. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.